There's a massive nest. I gotta get out of here. Holy smackers. Let's talk about our job today, Luke. It's this snag, and I actually just looked. And I actually think it's a climb. It's a dirty big fir. Yeah, it's that fir. Oh, there you go, Luke. You can peek up there and have a look. It's actually in rough shape, and I thought about maybe following it through here. But it's leaning hard out to there. So I think it's a sound tree, friends. I mean, it's sound. Very sound. But if I was to put a line in that, I would have to go up there because it's leaning quite heavy. If you come in here, Luke, and look up this way, you'll notice it's got a really hard bow backing out. See that? Yeah. So we got a tree to climb. It's breezy, but it's one of those ones that sound. I can see it and feel it. It's sound, but it's leaning hard back into across the road and the neighbors. We've shown you a little bit of footage on there, but there is a hole for the stump to come in towards his milling logs. So I'm gonna go out and tear the crown out of it. We'll get you up in the drone. Maybe Luke's took a shot of it already. And I got a little GoPro footage left on the battery. So we'll get some footage up there and get this thing rolling for you. I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna be able to let a really long log go, Luke.
Okay.
So the plan is, I'm gonna be pulling the tree over. So I'm not taking my lifeline up. I'm taking a rope up that I've had for 1,000 years that I know I'll be able to rappel off of and pull the tree over and not wreck my lifeline that I actually use for like hanging around in trees, which is rare, but it does happen. So I've got this little sucker here, which I actually love. And I'm gonna gas it up, and we're gonna use this 2511T. I got my 2-in-1 system happening. We brought the buck and banger for over there. Let's get our DGP. I always give my people shout outs that help me do my job nowadays. And that's DGP bar oil and all their multi-purpose oils. I love them. DGP as a company, I've been nothing but impressed with their stuff. All right, so we got some rope fixing to do when we get home. This happens sometimes in the trade. You'll lose your end. I have, that one I have duct tape on, but this is an old rope, so I'll just put a knot in this one, and I'll put this one at the bottom. So I don't even need this rope I don't need to pack the weight up on this one. So that's the foresight of looking ahead on this particular job. We know what we're gonna do. We're gonna climb the tree, we're gonna hang a rope in it, we're gonna get the crown out, we're gonna hang a rope and pull it back that way. There's a hard lean, like a really hard, actually, now that I'm close up to it, Luke.
It is.
It's hard, and all the bones are out to the field, and you know what? I'm just gonna hang this off my hip because there's not gonna be a lot of freaking limbs coming through this way. They're gonna be jumped out over top of that way. You'll be able to clear the road for me, Luke.
Yep.
Now and again. So I'm just gonna tie this freaking line off my waist, and I'm not gonna bother packing that weight today. I don't need to. Some scenarios, I need to. This one is not one of those. So I got my 2-in-1 strap, and I've also got my new system that I've made. Hogan helped me make it. And it's for letting stuff go and being double tied in. So this is my old system that I've been climbing on for, oh my gosh, coming up 30 years or some freaking thing like that. Don't even know. But here we go. And what I do with this, I climb with one like this. I go around there. But with this guy, with this end, I hang it out the back, friends. I don't want it on my hip. So, and I don't want it dangling down between my feet. So I hang it out the back like this so that when I'm climbing, I'll show you. I'll show you these little things as we go along. On the tree. There it is. Now we got our 2-in-1. So here's kind of what I mean by this. My feet are free. This thing is dangling out the back. So I'm not fighting anything extracurricular up there. There's going to be enough of stuff I'm worried about. Climbing trees is not brain science, friends. A smart fella would climb the back side of the tree. And Luke will show you that as I start leaving. I'm not going to turn my GoPro on right now. I'm going to save the battery for up in the tree. But climbing the back side of the tree means what I'm going to do right now. This is high side or safe side. This is the low side. Now, so this is what I mean by this. Here's the low side. What's happening, I think this is fairly obvious, isn't it, Luke, by looking at this in the camera? Like, friends, this is no fun climbing on the low side of a tree. Can it be done? Of course, and it has to be done sometimes, depending on what you're doing. But if you've got no room, so if this strap was tight like this, your face is literally right in the tree. I'm trying to flick this strap, that your chest is up against the tree. You can't look up at anything because all you see is bark. So that's why we climb the high sides of trees like this. This is the high side, like this. Now look, any style of climbing I want to do, I'm away. The tree runs away. This is the high side of the tree, or the safe side. At this particular time, I can't say it's the safe side right now, but it pretty much is, because all the limbs are on that side, and away I go. I won't have a double tie-in system right now. If I was to do so, I would grab my other strap and do that, or use another system, but I'm not doing that right now. All I'm doing is climbing the tree with a wire core strap. You can make life hard, or you can make life easy. This is harder. What I'm going to show you right now is harder. Is this. Pulling this in, having your hands back here, and trying, did you see that? I'm trying to flip my line. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So I call it the sloop. And how the sloop is done is you pull in, but you actually pull all your slack this way. You see that? It went around the tree. I just gained a whole pile. But having your hands here is not the greatest. You're better to have them up tight to the tree. So now you literally, look at me, right? I can do all kinds of things now. And my hands are, do you bark up your knuckles? Well, depends. Depends. So this tree flares at the bottom and then keeps its girth. Don't take big steps, just relax. I think I'm up against something here now. Over on this other side. Yeah, I am. But did you see what just happened?
Just slooped over it?
I slooped over it. I saw how big it was. It was about 4 inches, and I actually slooped right around it. I call it the sloop, friends. You call it what you want. Oh, I think I got a bee's nest here. Somewhere, I think. What was that? Oh, there is. There's a massive nest. I gotta get out of here. Holy smackers. There's a huge hornet's nest here. Oh, thank God there's no limbs on this freaking tree. Oh my gosh. You see the size of that thing, Luke? It's a freaking hornet's nest. It's massive. Holy smokes. It's black hornets. Oh my gosh. I'm rounding them up now because of the limbs. So that's going to change our program. Woo! Sloop. See? Watch again. Pull this side in. create slack, and then sloop. Huge black hornet's nest right under my feet, and I'm not excited about it, but I gotta put my headphones on, and I've got my, it's right there, and they're angry. But I think if I go very quietly here and they don't see me, but they will attack. Don't think for a second they won't attack me. They're right there. Look at the size of that nest. It's mass. Oh, they're black hornets. They're literally black hornets. I'm staying on the back side of the tree, and I'm gonna take off like an old school climber. So friends, over the years, welcome back. I'm glad you're here if you've made it this far. We started this job, Luke, I think we started this job at about 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It was about 2:33 in the afternoon, and the day was good, and I thought, hey, we're not quite finished there at Jeff's place. We did that big maple. That's the same job as that cedar tree, friends, a couple weeks back. The great big cavitied cedar, right? Anyway, friends, you may be asking, you may not, but climbers will be wondering, why didn't he just rappel by there? And that was what I wanted to do. But friends, that is an old rope that's short. And I looked at what I had left there, and I asked Luke on the ground, I said, what have I got left for rope? Friends, if I had decided to rappel by there, I would have ran out of rope right at the nest. It wasn't long enough, Luke. And I was thinking to myself, I'm not doing this. So I just made a plan. I got Lukey to actually tie another rope on. I was going to go jump into the cedar tree behind me, but I thought, no, they're settling down. Could you imagine all those limbs I was dropping down on them suckers? They were angry. Anyway, friends, enjoy the rest of the video. I just wanted to let folks know, because I would have rather just rappelled by there, right? I didn't have enough rope. But I'm trying to creep by them. quietly. So if I just sink my picks in and do this, this might help. Just like this. But as soon as they get riled, man, I'm just gonna quickly just try and keep this. I think I might just go. Yeah, see, now I'm caught on a branch. Wonderful. And I'm creating racket.
You're almost there.
I'm out of here. We're gonna go nuts. They're gonna grab me. Are they going, Lukey? Whoa, they are. Oh.
Made it out scot-free.
Bald-faced hornets. They will attack. I had a couple limbs I wanted to knock out of the tree, but I said, forget it. I'll let the wind get them. Geez, that weaver belt is so cozy. I was just hanging on that thing for trying to figure out my program for them bees. Just hanging out. My old belt had to cut the circulation off to my canachas and everything. So we're fortunate in this case, Luke, that we can actually fall this tree now.
Yeah.
But that wasn't, them hornets put a twist into me there. Okay. I got my pole rope there. So we got a nice long rope up there, Luke.
Yep.
And that nest is, did you even see it, Luke?
No, I couldn't
Oh, it's
pinpoint
right
where
there.
it was.
It's right there. Oh, he right there, baby. And they're big. It's like 15 feet up the tree. Right there, the sun's shining on it. Look at it. A big.
Oh man, that's what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a great big.
Yeah,
ball.
that's a monster.
It's huge, Luke. Huge.
Jeez, I gotta get a better shot of that.
I know. Well, you know.
Oh man.
No, it's a football, Luke.
Yeah,
It's a huge football.
look at that thing.
Crazy, right?
So crazy. That thing's massive.
It's the size of a football.
Yeah.
Easy. So there's our rope. We got it up in the tree at least. And we got one limb. I'm not going to be worried too much about it. Yeah, it'll bust right through it. Then we can get another rope tied onto here. And my rope's too short. This is an old rigging rope, friends. So all we do here now is we just do a bow line. Just like this. This old beat up freaking rope. Bow line on a bow line, I find, is the safest way to tie a rope to a rope if you're gonna be loading it. Because you can do your double sheet spend or your double this and that. Hold on to that, Luke, for me.
Yep, you bet.
And all of that, friends. And that's no problem. You can do that. But I just think the old bow line on the bow line works great. And what you can do here, to be honest, to shorten up your length, is go like this.
Doubler?
Double it. Just go through there like that. Chickadee clank. Just go like this. Rabbit goes down the hole. And it goes around the tree because it's freaked out and doesn't know what to do. Then it comes back up through the hole. And you have what is called a bow line. That is a double bow line because there's two of them. And this is a great, great knot. So now we have a shorter rope, an easier ordeal to the pickup, and double the strength. And we can literally pull this tree over. You ready for the big finale, Luke?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we got it all set up. Them hornets were mad, boy. It wouldn't have took me as long as I wasn't afraid of getting stung by bald-faced hornets. The old crookie's sitting over there all bent. Look at the cab, she's bent. We got to get that cab on that truck. Morgan, are you watching? We can't even shut the passenger door now. Basically, friends, the tree's leaning back. I've got it preloaded. I'm gonna put a nice tidy undercut in. I'm gonna build a hinge. I'm gonna pop a wedge in it for safety. And I'm gonna drive over to the pickup, or just you walk over and I'll just pull it over by hand because it's got good preload. I'm under the impression, I've done 1,000 of these. I'm under the impression with what I got for preload, that tree might even go under the preload it has. Interesting, right?
Very.
If not, it's gonna be close. I gave it an extra squeak over there. Now those hornets, they hear me, they're gonna be mad at me. And there's a couple hangers in there, they'll come out in the wind. I'll clear myself a stump here, Luke.
Okay.
How many pulls, Lukey?
2.
2, eh? Whoa!
Oh.
So this thing's set up and ready to go. So I can pull it over, but I was thinking maybe I stay on the stump. I'm just waiting for Lukey to get the drone up. There's no panic. But I want this to go in the hole, you see? So if it goes, great. If not, I can snip the high side and get it to roll out of that timber nice. I'm surprised it's standing there. I got a nice bit of preload on that. It's cut up completely and it's still hooked back. Look at it. Good. So what I'm gonna do is fire up the saw and let it idle. And if
Okay.
I need to dribble it, tickle it, it should be good. But it looks like it might be going a little high because I do not want it out there.
Okay.
Absolutely glorious.